Hi everyone, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Cotton Candy Doll. If you're new here, welcome, welcome all. Hi, this is a shifting video. If you guys watched my last video, then you know what happened and you know about our vote. Also, you might hear some noises in the background. You might hear some insanely happy laughter. Yes, it's that time of day. So, a lot of you guys, some of you guys didn't vote, and for the ones that did, I got one vote saying that they wanted me to give a threatening letter, and the other three said they wanted me to combine the letters together. So technically, I can have kind of like a neutral letter, sort of like a truce. At the same time, I didn't really want to leave out any threats too because I wanted them to know that I meant business. So I did write the letter, and I'm going to read it to you guys, and you guys are going to tell me what you think about what it says. Even though it's already too late because I pretty much left the letter there. And I'm going to tell you my trouble when I ran in there and what happened and who I saw and all this stuff. So let me show you guys the letter. Sorry, that's the back. This is the front of the letter. I wrote kind of a long letter. It still has hearts. Dear Toshinori and Keigo. All right, I'm going to read to you guys what it says, and you tell me if this is the type of letter you wanted me to write. Now, I know some of you guys, I know maybe one person. I think it was two that wanted me to do. You guys wanted me to give the threatening letter, but everyone else wanted me to combine it. So I'm going to read it to you. Dear Toshinori and Keigo, I love you so much. You are my heart because you mean everything to me. Let's be together forever. Let's forget all about the past and let's think about the future. I know you would never hurt me. I trust you so much. I hope that I can continue to be nice to you. And it is, I did write in the back too. You wouldn't want to force me to do anything bad because you know what I am capable of because you know me. That is why I know you will listen to me. And you will listen to me in this letter. And I will be awaiting your answer tomorrow. Love, Cotton Candy Doll. Put my signature in the back. And I put a smiley face there, you know, as an extra. So I feel like that's a good enough letter. I feel like with that they'll kind of look at it and they'll say, okay, um, they're probably reading it now or something as I'm, you know, talking to you guys. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I didn't trust my guide enough to take the letter back there because, for one, he probably won't put it where it's supposed to go, or two, he disagrees a lot with some of the things that I want to do because he's trying to guide me, and obviously I want to go the opposite direction. It looks like it's getting darker. I hope you guys can still see me. I tried to open a window some to let the light in so I wouldn't have to turn that bright light on, but there's literally a dark cloud like coming from this way. I shift back there, and my plan is to go to Kegel's house and just drop the letter off there. And I was going to drop the letter off there. He was going to find it, and he probably was going to have Toshinori read it with him. That's what I'm envisioning in my head as I'm walking toward the door. So I get ready to walk in, and the door opens, and Endeavor comes out, and he's holding Frodo. And Frodo's like, "Oh, mommy!" So I take him, and he's like, "Frodo's a good boy, isn't he?" And I'm hugging on Frodo, and I'm giving him kisses. I'm showering him with kisses. I haven't seen him in a long time. Oh, my baby! Oh, my nummy gums! Playing with him. And Endeavor is like, "Well, you know, what are you doing here? You have to know that they wouldn't be here because they had to go to school today. Also, I haven't seen you at the school. Where have you been?" So I told Endeavor, you know, I just don't really feel like I should be at the school right now. I just don't feel like it's the right time. And I think I've already talked to Principal Nezu, so he hasn't told anyone else what I said. And Endeavor is like, no, he hasn't told us anything, and we don't really know what's going on with you. And I was like, well, that's the case. I just told you what happened. You know, I just don't want to, right now, it's not a good time for me. I'm dealing with some things, and until I figure it out, even though the truth is that I stopped going there as much because when I go there, a lot of my energy gets drained and I can't, it's really hard to function throughout the day. I don't sleep as well. So that's why you guys have been getting less videos because it does take something out of you to shift. Shifting is not just you go there, you do all this stuff, and then you're fine, and you come back and you have the same amount of energy. It does take your energy. And so I sort of explained to him, he already knows, was Endeavor Endeavor sort of knows a little bit of what's going on. He doesn't 100% understand it, but he understands enough. So I'm explaining to him, my whole how I'm like drained and how I'm tired and how, when I come here I need things to be a certain way. And Endeavor is like, all jokes aside. So we're walking and we're talking now. He's holding Frodo. So we're walking along because I gave Frodo back to him. He's holding Frodo. And Frodo of course reaching for me, but he's putting him, so we get over to the car, he's putting Frodo inside of his car seat and strapping him in and everything. And so like we're standing at the car. So the car door is open. Frodo, imagine, okay, someone with their baby sitting in the back seat in the car. We have the door open and both of us are talking. So he's standing on this side where Frodo is, and I'm standing on the opposite side of the door. And he's like, um, I don't understand why things need to be a certain way when you come here. He's like, just coming here is enough. That's of a challenge. You need to just go with whatever happens because you chose to come here. So you should expect to. And I said, but also, I come here with the intentions that I have control over this and I want things to be the way that I want them. And I'm like, he goes, so what were you doing going to Kegel's house? I was like, I just had a letter I wanted to give him in Toshinori. He's like, so you're writing them a letter instead of just going to them and just telling them whatever just telling them how you feel. I said, well, if I appear in front of them right now, they're not going to listen to what I have to say. And he said, they didn't tell me what happened, but I took Frodo off of their hands. I took him with me, even though I wasn't supposed to take him with me, so that they can spend time with you because they said they needed to spend this quality time with you to reconnect. And you're not really giving that to them by doing this, by showing up and giving them a letter and then leaving without seeing them or without saying anything. And I was like, well, at least I got to see Frodo. And he's like, you don't get it. He says me this. He says this. Do you believe that Toshinori would hurt you? I said, no, I don't think Toshinori would ever hurt me. He's like, do you think Keigo would hurt you? I'm like, no, I don't think they would hurt me. I'm like, in fact, I know that they love me, but I need to have some type of control of the situation, and that's the way that it's going to be. I'm not the type of person who takes things lying down. I know it sounds okay. I'm not the one that takes it lying down. I don't take it lying down. Just take it all types of ways. But I mean, that's beside the point. But I go, I need to have some kind of authority too. I'm not someone that just, I'm not a yes person. I don't just do whatever everybody says. And I said, I have my own mind, my own thoughts, my own opinions. And he said, just remember this. You agreed to have them in your life, and you need to be able to accept the consequences that come with it. He said, but you got to think about this. This could be affecting your reality. And I'm like, it's not affecting my reality in any way. I'm like, it hasn't never affected my reality. And then I had to stop and pause for a minute because you guys remember my very first video a long time ago when I first had the encounter with Toshinori and Fat Gum and Endeavor and who else was there? God, if I remember all. I had that paper weapon I made. I made a paper gun. Was it a shotgun or was it I don't know, it was a gun. And I was actually taking it I was going to show it to someone during my practice for the maid cafe. And instead I ended up shifting. And then when I shifted there, it turned into a real gun and all this. You guys know about the mayhem that happened and how he couldn't save me. And then the second time I went back, I ended up being like a hero. And then Toshinori was chasing me around talking about, are you a hero? Are you really a hero? Did you really help people or whatever? That sort of thing. Um, within that next week or 2 weeks, somebody at work got hurt. Something fell on them, and I had to come help them. And afterwards, they called me their hero, which was ominous as heck because I'm just like, My Hero Academia, and this person calling me their hero. Like, who says my hero nowadays? Anyway, long story short, that didn't come without some type of tragedy. They didn't die. They did get hurt really badly, but I also got hurt in the end too. So, in a way that is still affecting me now. But I don't even know. That might just be a coincidence that happened. I'm not even sure. That shifting to my hero has never, ever affected my life here besides that, which I don't even know if that has anything to do with it. I don't think so. But it hasn't really affected this reality because I'm not touching anything here. It's there. It's in a different place. So it's not connected. So Endeavor, that's completely irrelevant. Endo, that's irrelevant. And so then Frodo is yelling something, and I'm like, "What is it, baby?" And he's talking to me, and I'm just basically kind of ignoring him because I'm just like, "Whatever. I don't give a crap what you're saying to me. Like, you're not really. I feel like you're on their side more than you're on my side. Do you think that women should just do as men tell them to do? Or is it just that, they still haven't explained to you how Frodo got here and you just want me to get knocked up again? So that we'll have another person like Frodo. But there's not going to ever be another person like Frodo because Frodo is one in a million. I was lucky to even get him to be able to come there. So, I mean, I'm just saying he's very special and there's not going to be another child like him. I may not have. Okay, Frodo has two of my quirks. Um, but I actually don't know what he has. He doesn't have he has two of my quirks. He has one of his own. This kid's already got three quirks. I don't even know if he'll end up being able to use like he can fly or float or whatever. He's already doing that now. He has a biohazard and he has the scent where if he's whatever it is, he takes on the smell. So he's basically scentless. Basically. And I was told I had that quirk with the whole cotton candy thing and with a weirdo doctor. You guys know that. So I mean, I feel like maybe Endeavor is just wants one of them to do it, especially since I have two people now like all over me. And I knew that for a fact that when they saw me again, they would try and put me in this situation. And that's why I reared off and went straight to Toshinori's. I didn't think I would find Kegel there, but I found him there too. So I'm thinking they're probably starting to do things together. So the next time I see them, my plan is to meet them at the amusement park. But Endeavor was leaving out of Kegel's house and he locked the door and I asked him, I was like, can you give this letter to them then if you see them? And he's like, I'm going to see them today because I'm dropping off Frodo. I'm going to see both of them. And I said, can you please give this to them? He goes, sure, I'll give it to them. And I said, thank you, Endeavor. I really appreciate it. And he's like, you should think about what I said. We're all adults here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he goes, this shouldn't affect me too, but it is affecting me because if they're not going to get the time, they're going to ask me to keep Frodo again. I said, but you always keep Frodo. That's no big deal. He said, right, but Frodo is also, and I'm like, what? I just want to know like what the problem is here. Like, what's the deal? This has nothing to do with you, basically. It does, but it doesn't. How? And he tells me that, well, you want to know what Frodo did? And I'm like, not really. Don't want to know what he did because I seen how everyone else was angry with him, and I need to be happy with my son. I really do. And he's like, what happened should not have happened. And that was the time when Frodo should have been with his father. He should have stayed with him. But you were coming. And it was the one other time they said they would get to spend with you alone. And I said, what's the point? I said, okay, Frodo did something wrong, discipline him. And Endo was like, I'm not the one who disciplines Frodo when he does something wrong. I'm more of his play date. I play with him a lot. We go places a lot. We are two peas in the pods, which I already knew that. And he said, unless he really does something wrong in my presence, in front of me, or that I know about, if it's something like what happened with your house, then he's in trouble with me. But stuff like this is parenting 101. He should have been with his father. And I'm like, okay, well, no one wanted to tell me what happened. How was I supposed to know anything? And so he's like, I'll give this letter to them. He closes the door on Frodo's side, and I wave at him, bye bye. And they drive away. Okay, so now I'm feeling weird about this whole thing. I'm standing there and I'm just like, I hope he gives a letter to them. Not only that, but also when I come back, I want to meet them in a public place, like an amusement park or somewhere fun where we all can be together. Um, I'll probably come and see Frodo first, and then afterwards go and see them. Have them meet me somewhere. I like it. I think it's time for us to go to the amusement park again. I haven't been there in a really long time, and I want to go. And I want to go with both of them and hang out with them, with people there, surrounded by people, because I don't know that I can handle both of them yet. It was a lot last time. Not only was my energy drained, but I was also like so tired, so exhausted. And I went to work and I was tired and my legs were just shaky the whole time. I just felt like, I don't know, like it took a lot out of me. It took way too much. And for me to be shifting there twice a week, that should be enough time for me to recover. But I feel like it was taking me longer. I was able to go back there and stuff. So I don't know, guys. No, I definitely have to be on the alert. I could just do it. Endeavor says just go there and just go with the flow. Just let them do whatever they want. Let them like tear me up because that's probably what's gonna happen. They will tear my ass up if I go there. And I'm just like, do whatever you want. Like, do whatever you want. I'm gonna sit here and cry. Like, no. Why would I just do that? I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna let them know they are messing with someone. And they know me. They know how I am. So no, I'm not gonna let that just slide. No, they're not just gonna I'm not just gonna bend over and just take it. I'm just not that kind of sorry. This is not me. Like, if my child is bad, guess what? You can discipline him. I'm sorry, you can. If I'm not there to do it, you can do it because I can't have him becoming a villain. Oh my god, my kid is so bad. I don't know what to do. Maybe it's a cry for attention, but it can't be. He gets all the attention. I just don't know. Does he miss me? Is that what it is? Does he wants his mommy? When I go there next time, I think I'm just gonna spend a lot of time with Frodo at the amusement park. I'm gonna basically revolve my day around him, but I'm gonna make it so that all of us are together. That way he's not alone, and he can see that he has us beside him. And no, I don't know what want to know what he did. I need to believe my child is a perfect angel, like he is. My perfect, cute little angel. I just love him. But I hope they read my letter, and I hope they see like that I'm not really there to like hurt them, and that I'm not really there to like criticize them, and that I do want to talk this out and be serious about it, and that I'm not trying to just play games with them the whole time because we're supposed to be in a relationship together. And I know you guys thought this was a good idea, but at the same time, like, Yoshinori should have told you, like, you should have known better because you got it. He's got gotten many times. Like, last time he got by me, like, I got him. Okay. And he wants it to happen again, basically. That's why you're doing that. Because next time, I think if they were to do something like this to me again, I would really hit them hard. I mean, hard. Like, they would get, like, hardcore raped. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I would take advantage of them so bad, like they try to do to me. Because guess what? If you're gonna be ruthless with me in that way, I'm gonna be ruthless with you. Period. And it's gonna be far worse coming from me. You don't want that, do you? No, you don't. So I think when they read the letter, they'll have a good understanding, and then we'll talk in public. I'm not meeting them alone. Thank you guys for all your votes. Thank you for I did take into consideration. I was gonna just do a mean, threatening letter, but I'm just like, it's just gonna get me killed. It's just gonna get me tortured even more, probably. Then I read the letter that said, just say nice things, and I'm like, I could just say nice things to them, but then it said say like add the threats in there too. That's why I just combined it together. I just hope my letter reaches them, and I hope it touches their hearts in more ways than one. Anyway, I need to share that with you. No, I did not run into the guys, but I ran into Endeavor. I felt like I was being lectured. Like, what the heck, dude? Don't lecture me. I'm not a kid. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a like. If you hated it, also don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when other videos like this one become available. Ding! And I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll probably shift back there again. I don't know. I don't want to shift there tonight. Oh, I'm so freaking tired. Guys, I don't know. My energy is just sucks right now. Maybe I'll shift back there Sunday and I'll do a video Monday or something. I needed to give them time to process and read the letter. So that way they can read it and be like, oh yeah, I get it. I understand 100%. And they don't try anything or do anything. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for your votes. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to leave comments. You can ask me any questions you like. You can make suggestions to me and I'll try it. I'll try that out too. You know, because I love talking and I love interacting with you guys. I love when I can comment back to you guys after you comment to me. So, anyway, fingers crossed that everything goes well for next time and that my plan actually works out. That I can get them in a public place full of people. All right. I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you all for watching. Bye.